Hey everybody, welcome to Your Best Life with Eziaha, my YouTube channel. My name is Eziaha, and here we talk faith, we talk family, we talk fitness, we talk leadership. And I also have 3 different blogs where we talk about the same thing. So we married the blog with the YouTube channel just so that we can live our best lives together. So please read the blogs, watch the videos, and let me know what you think. And I truly hope that it helps you to live your best life, because this best life, we have to live it together. So in my last video, this is probably going to be my last video for 2021, maybe not, but we're definitely winding down 2021. But in the previous video before now, I talked about some of my wins and highlights from 2021. Now, like I also said in that video, there's some mistakes I made in 2021 that I'm really thinking about again and not taking into 2022. So based on those mistakes, I'm making resolutions. I actually believe in resolutions. I make New Year resolutions. I plan. I believe in it. I'm not one of those that says, oh, people break it. No, I keep it. If I break it at any point, I come back to it. So I fight to keep my resolutions. I really believe in resolutions. So here I'm just going to be sharing just a raw video, just stuff on my mind as I go into 2022. And things that are helping me to make those resolutions. I'm really thinking about these things as I make my resolutions for 2022. So number one, without a doubt, is technology and how it is distracting us. My goodness, I've been thinking a lot about it. It's just amazing how it's distracting us from our relationship with God. So I don't have time to pray, I don't have time for this, but we have time to be on our phones and to be distracted by social media. And I'm like, God is like, I'm here. It's distracting us from the relationships that matter. So someone can be beside you. 2 of you can even be having a conversation, and both of you are on your phone. You see it with couples. You see it out when you go out to buy stuff. You see it in public places. Everywhere we're just buried. We're just like zombies looking down all the time. Meanwhile, you can actually look up at the people around you. So I want a better relationship with my phone. I don't want anybody to monetize my eyeball in Silicon Valley. I want to use my phone for a purpose. I want to divorce myself from my phone a lot and just make sure that the phone has a function and I'm using it for that function, not just to feed my distractions. I want to invest time in actually looking at people, connecting with them offline. I want to have a real offline life, Yes, there's some things that happen online and I'm thankful for it. I have communities that run online, right? But every time I get an opportunity to connect with somebody, I want to be able to put away my phone, not be distracted by it, and just focus on the things that matter. I have time for my children, actually look at my children, give them full attention, as opposed to just being distracted by my phone. So while the benefits of technology and the phone and all of that, I think there are a lot, but it's costing us even more. So I don't think it's a net positive anymore, except you change the way that you use your phone, which is where I'm going to. I want to make sure that it benefits me more than it costs me anything. So I'm going to be a bit more radical, divorcing my phone in 2022. The next thing I'm thinking about is success metrics and basically what the world calls successful, because I feel like you get a promotion, you buy a new car, you get a house, you move into a highbrow area. I feel like, wow, she's so successful. And maybe if someone decides that, hey, I want to leave this job to a job from here to here. But like, how could you do it? You used to earn 800k and you go for a job that gives you 400k. They're like, are you crazy? You go to a home and there's no TV in the house. They're like, maybe they can't afford it. Maybe they don't have a car. Maybe they used to have 3 cars and now they have 1. You're thinking, they used to have 3 cars, so they don't have 1 car. So you're thinking that maybe money is now a problem. They're no longer as successful as. Why? I'm sure Jesus is just looking like, what these people are calling successful, I'm not even calling it successful. So I'm looking at Jesus as an apprentice, follower of Jesus, and I'm like, God, what is success to you? What is a successful Eziaha to you? That's what I want to do. So if it means, good, it's crazy because I'm even thinking of myself, the things I have considered successful with people. So if you see someone who has a wardrobe that is so sparse and doesn't have so many clothes and maybe 2 shoes, 3 shoes, you're like, wow, she doesn't have a lot. Why does she even need a lot? I don't know. I'm really rethinking it. What is success? What is success? I don't want what the world deems successful. I want what God tells me is successful. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. It's me and Jesus now. I'm not letting the world define success for me. So if you might see it as not successful, but me and Jesus, once we're on the same page, I'm good. I won't look at people anymore. I'll just follow Jesus completely. And I'll also not judge success based on how the world judges it. The third thing I want to talk about is popularity and what it does to you. I've sort of seen my life get more popular, more open. People recognize me in places, and I just finished an event for stay-at-home moms, planning and hosting it, and I remember that some of the things that the devil just be like, oh, you should delegate that. Oh, you shouldn't do this. You should not be in charge of that. You're the leader. You shouldn't. And thankfully, I had enough sense to be telling myself, no, leadership is service. You cannot become too big to do some things anymore. But I can now understand how people get popular and they lose themselves. It's so easy. So I'm asking the Lord to ground me. I'm also sort of putting mechanisms in my life to keep me grounded, so that I don't become this popular person that gets so popular that Jesus is like, I can't recognize her again. Oh, I'm rethinking it. I don't want that kind of hero worshipping where, it's incredible though. I'm also rethinking how I even relate with people that are popular, because I don't think that they want to, at least if you're a sound Christian believer who wants to obey Jesus as an apprentice, I truly believe that if you're popular, you don't really want that over worshipping and making you look as if, oh, don't carry your bag, don't carry this. I get to places and I'm like, hey, let me carry this way. And I'm like, it's okay, I can carry myself. Like, I'm okay. I'm young and strong. So I'm really rethinking that, and I'm just asking God to please keep me grounded and centered no matter where He takes me to. Yeah. The fourth thing I'm thinking about is very related to that. That's mentoring and pressure. I want to mentor people, and I mentor people. I love it, right? One of my wins of 2021 was mentoring 4 cycles. That was really good. But I also want to make it more pressure free. I don't want people to feel like they're following me. No, I want everyone to follow Jesus. So I even say it's my confession, I'm free of people are free of me, but we're all slaves to Jesus. Because if you're not careful, the more you mentor, the more you become like people's God. The more that you live this fantastic life that people like, they just want to model their lives after you. But I don't want them to model their lives after me. I want people to model their lives after Jesus. So you only follow me to the extent I follow Jesus. If for some reason I make a mistake any day, I don't give you permission to go in the other direction and keep following Jesus. Really. I want even the people that I lead, I want them to be able to say no to me sometimes if they have to say no. Of course, we respect, and there's still a certain level of loyalty that mentoring demands, but a healthy loyalty. I don't want you to feel pressured that, oh, let me do this for Eziaha. If not, no. I want us to be freer in our relationship. I just want us to be slaves to Jesus, followers of Jesus, and not Eziaha. So yes, I'm making those decisions that give people more permission to run their lives. Yes, I'm mentoring you, but you're not my slave. Do whatever you want to do. Hopefully you're learning principles from me and applying them, not just copying my life. And I have a video on mistakes I've made in copying people. I don't want people to copy me like that. Don't copy me. Follow Jesus. And the final one is one of the biggest for me, and I'm really going to insist on this, just like number 1, the whole technology and phone, is oversharing. Oh, especially in the moment. I think of several times this year, in 2021 that is, when things were happening and I was sharing immediately. So for example, my son is doing a birthday, and I remember we're at the beach and all, you're probably seeing some pictures, and I'll share it immediately with people, and they're like, yes, I feel like we're in the beach with you, they're hailing you. But I feel like I missed out on moments with my son and my family at that point, because I just wanted to share it. Different times. At times I traveled, to the village, and I was sharing literally as things were happening. Why did I have to do that? Why can't I wait and share later and just enjoy the moment? So 2022, I'm going to share less. On a general note, I'll share less, because you don't have to share every part of your life, especially on social media like WhatsApp. I share less there. I can share on YouTube. I can share on my blogs, because first of all, they last longer, and you're not sharing live there. So you're not curating anything, it's real, and I'm truly blessing people by what I share. But sharing on WhatsApp as it's happening, because WhatsApp is the only social media that I'm really on. I'm not going to do it again. And it's interesting how people hail you. They're like, I'm really enjoying it. Your WhatsApp is really inspiring you. It's really this. But again, like, what does Jesus say? What is Jesus saying about it? So I'm not really looking at the praise of men or what men are applauding. I'm just looking at Jesus and that oversharing life. I want to sit with a friend and push my phone away. I don't have to take a picture and be like, oh, this person I'm hanging out with this person right now. No. If I want to share later, in fact, I have 3 questions I ask myself before I share anything. And if I don't answer those questions, I can't share them. So I don't have to show like, oh, I just hung out with this person, I'm hanging out with this person. Nope. 2022 going forward, I want to share less from my blessed life. My life can be going so great, and I don't feel under pressure to share anything. So I'm going to share less from my blessed life, and I'm going to, share like literally zero in the moment. If I have to share, I'll share it later, so that I've enjoyed the moment before bringing other people into this fantastic life of mine. So those are 5 things I'm thinking about. 5 of the many things I'm thinking about as I make my resolutions into 2022. Thinking about distractions that technology brings us and the things that is really robbing us of. I'm thinking about the metrics of success. How do we really rate success? I'm thinking about popularity and what it does to you. I'm thinking about mentoring and how I want mentoring and leading in general, and how I want people to be free of any kind of pressure that comes from mentoring and leading them. And of course, I'm thinking about oversharing. I will share less and I will not share in the moment. All right. Are you making resolutions? Do you believe in resolutions? I do. So let me hear which of those really resonates with you, or which resolutions are you making going into 2022? I want to hear it. And if you want it, you can join the Best Life family by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to check out the blogs that sort of follow this, because I'm sharing my resolutions in those blogs. All right, God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.